Alright, I'm sure you know where we are by now. That's right. This is a new piece to my elevator parts collection. And as requested for a long time now, I don't know how many, it's not really been requested, but I have been wanting to show my elevator parts collection for quite some time now. It's been a while since I showed my elevator parts collection. It's been probably about 6 months since I've done a video of my elevator parts collection. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing tonight. And as you can tell, I have quite a few things that are brand new to my collection here, including this bad boy right here. This right here is actually my newest piece. If I can get it together, there we go. This right here is a Houghton COP. Came out of the South Avenue garage in downtown Rochester. I absolutely love these fixtures, though. I absolutely love Houghton and their white fixtures. I feel pretty lucky I got to ride in a completely original Houghton. There we go. I can't stop pushing these. These are probably my favorite. This is probably my favorite piece. And right down here, this is my COP area down here. And these two COPs are my two most recent additions to my collection right here. This right here is, you've guessed it, Otis Touch. Touch sensitive. That's right. Ding, 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 ding. You got it. Zoom in on that a little bit. I don't think any other enthusiast currently has a Otis Touch sensitive COP, which is actually really cool to know. Knowing that I'm probably the only one in the community that currently has a touch sensitive COP. Love those fixtures. This right here actually isn't a real COP, it's actually a COP plate that came off of the other part of the South Avenue garage elevators. Let me take a picture of my two COPs down there. There we go. And this right here is the most recent hall lantern. I finally got a hall lantern. This is one of them. This right here is an Otis Touch. This one right here is a lantern that came off of an Otis elevator with touch-sensitive fixtures. As you can tell, it's in very, very good condition. This right here is a Houghton position, a Houghton hall lantern. And as you can see, it's green for up and red for down. It's actually pretty cool. I like that. This is an Epco Circle Line COP. This is the first COP I ever got. Even though these fixtures aren't that interesting, I'm still going to keep that COP because it's the first big COP I ever got. This right here is a very, very rare piece right here. It's a Otis lock drop indicator. This came off of a manually controlled elevator from what I understand. That is quite the piece, if I do say so myself. It has been wiped up and cleaned off a bit, but I feel as if I can deal with that. This is, it's right here. I'm going to take it off. This is a Houghton call station with the white Houghton buttons. Put it on the bed and you can see it a little bit better. Love that button. Put that there. This right here is an EMS Inc. phone made for PTL elevators. It's the only elevator phone I currently have. Hope to get more eventually. I hope to find another elevator phone, another COP I get. This right here is one of the other hall lanterns that I got. There's one up there and one right here, folks. See? This right here is a Murphy elevator COP. Came on eBay. I absolutely love these fixtures. These fixtures are absolutely amazing. Get a good look at it. There you go. And this right here is a Westinghouse. Let me move that in there a little bit. It's a Westinghouse black button call station with, you've guessed it, with the legendary rotor dial. Love that rotor dial. Rotor dial makes it look like a real elevator, because the older elevators are actually real elevators, in my opinion at least. And also this Westinghouse COP also takes the H341 key. In fact, it actually takes two of them right there. And then this piece right here is a generous donation from my very good friend Daniel Mark 1228, aka Daniel from Toronto. It's a pretty cheap and generic fixture, but I really appreciate this donation. And Daniel, if you are watching this, I appreciate that your donation of this Dewhurst button. Pretty nice little button, actually. I actually really like it. Here's a cheap part, but as cheap gets. This is an ERM stop switch. Just came out of my ERM COP, which is right there. This piece is also fairly generic. I mean, it's nothing too bad. Not as bad as Kona EcoDisc or Schindler MT. This is a Adams Survivor button with Lexan replacement. I actually like this piece. And this piece, actually before I get to that, I should probably show something else. Actually, I should show this piece before I get to another one. This piece right here, this has an amazing story behind it. This piece right here was a very generous donation from a company here in Rochester, which I'm not going to name out of respect for their privacy, as they do not want people bothering them about elevator stuff. Put that down, I didn't itch. Sorry about that. But this is a Reliance elevator plaque that came from an undisclosed location on the east side of the city of Rochester. This is Reliance elevator. trademark. Reliance Elevator didn't actually make elevators, they actually made elevator motors. So this came out of an elevator machine room. Reliance, I believe, teamed up with Westinghouse, but I'm not 100% sure. It's from what I recall. Not from what I remember. Excuse me. Here we go. This elevator floor locator thingy came from the same undisclosed location. Again, I can't name the building. It's an undisclosed location, but it came from the exact undisclosed location that elevator plaque came from. And located somewhere underneath here is an elevator phone plate cover. Elevator plate, phone box cover, plate. I can't really get it out because all of the COPs and call buttons are right underneath it. This is a Dover traditional floor indicator. An eBay find. Let me zoom in on it. Total of 11 floors. This right here is actually one of my very favorite pieces right now. It's a Houghton position indicator. As we know, you probably know, it came out of the South Avenue garage elevators. One of them, at least. I mean, I actually take that back. I think this Murphy COP is my favorite piece in my collection right now. It looks so vintage and real. I absolutely love my Murphy elevator COP. Love this Houghton indicator as well. It could use a little bit of a cleanup though. I mean, it's got a little dirt and debris on it. I mean, I know my collection is very cluttered and unorganized at the moment. I will be moving it downstairs to the basement in another area of my house. And before I get to this, I will show you this. This is the door open button. Open door, actually. I came with that COP down right there. I actually like this right here. Feels real and vintage. Feels very real and vintage, unlike my ERM COP. I mean, my ERM PTL COP don't really even feel like real elevator fixtures. They just feel like cheap stuff. They just feel cheap and generic. This right here is also kind of generic. It's an Otis Series 1 call button. Hall station, actually. Take that back. I mean, this isn't generic, but it's definitely kind of cheap. It's definitely not a favorite piece, though, but this is the first Hall station I ever got a while back. And yes, I'm filming this on my iPhone. Filming this at 1080p at 60 frames per second. 1080p at 60 frames per second. And there goes one of my Apple cords, okay? That's wonderful. This right here is an ERM elevator COP, car operating panel. And I'm gonna get my right hand out. These fixtures are pretty cheap. One of the cheapest fixtures you can actually get when it comes to elevators. There's the fixtures. And the key for that is the J201, which is that gold key right there. Ding, 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 ding. Oh wow, and I even found the 2F thingy. I even found that thingy. Indicator right in there. Here we go. It's now a complete COP. There we go. So I still don't really like this one anymore, though. It's starting to get kind of boring and generic. And there's the door close door button that came from the Houghton COP right there. I'm gonna have to fix that as soon as this video is over. I really like this fixture. It's real and actually elevator-like. There we go. As you can see, the buttons are sticking out. That makes it look good. And this right here, second to least, the last, is a PTL elevator COP. Also another generic fixture. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as Kone, EcoDisc, or Schindler MT. But it's definitely not a favorite. It's definitely not a favorite in my collection right now. I mean, I'm trying to get vintage stuff. I want to try and get exclusively vintage stuff at the moment. I mean, when it comes to elevator parts, I do prefer the vintage stuff. I don't really like the generic stuff when it comes to elevator parts. But if somebody is kind enough to give me a certain elevator part, even if, I mean, if somebody's kind enough to give me some elevator stuff, I'd take it. I wouldn't trash it away or do anything with it. I'd take it and put it somewhere. We're pretty much done. And the last thing we have, actually, I thought I might show you these ERM elevator records I pulled from the ERM COP back there. Pulled it out of the back, and they have records from the elevator itself that the COP was a part of. Here's my little ThyssenKrupp truck, and a bunch of ThyssenKrupp Safety Ambassador stuff. I got rid of my call button for Safety Ambassador because it was too cheap and bland. I much rather prefer this vintage stuff over modern stuff like that. Most VR fixtures I hate. This stuff and this stuff is what I call real elevator stuff. And the bottom of my COP here, you can see that the phone thing that phone came out of is still there. It's loose. And this ERM COP actually opens up like this and closes. I can't do that right now because of the hall lantern's up top. And that hall lantern, if it comes down, they're gonna kill me. And last but not least, we have this Houghton. This is a Houghton, not car operating panel. I mean, I don't even know what this is. This is a key switch thing from a Houghton elevator. From the South Avenue garage elevators, it's a Houghton key switch control panel. I actually like this, and I love this thing. Oh wow! Actually, a pretty nice. Actually, a pretty nice control panel there. I actually like it. So we've gone through pretty much all of my elevator stuff. We're pretty much out of elevator stuff. And this right here, as you can see, that is my new sign for my elevator parts display. It shows my name, my website name, I mean, and every form of social media I'm on. And I also am on Google Plus as well. I forgot to mention that. Twitter I just joined recently. Flickr I had for a while. Same with Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat I've had for so long now. Can't even remember when I got them. but that about does it for this tour of my elevator parts collection. This has gone on for a little long now, but thanks for watching this video, and that will be it, I guess. And thanks for watching. I'll give you one last view. I mean, this is probably the last view you'll see them. Last time you'll see them this way, because they're all going to get moved downstairs very, very soon. And that will be about it. Thanks for watching, and that's it. Here you go, one last view. That's it.